Have you ever met someone look broken on outside, but held unimaginable power and wisdom within? What if I told you a king with just one eye and one leg taught his entire kingdom a lesson about beauty and the strength of human spirit? This story will change the way you look at other and yourself. Once upon a time, in a peaceful kingdom surrounded by mountains and lush green fields, there lived a wise king. But this king was not like the portrait you see in the history book. He had only one leg and one eye, a warrior journey from a battle long ago. Yet under his rule the people prospered. The streets were clean, children laughed in the market. No one went hungry. Despite his physical limitation, the king's intelligence, compassion, and fairness made him beloved by all. He listened to his people, helped the poor, and led with justice. But deep inside, the king held one silent insecurity. He had no portrait of himself. One day, as the king was walking through the grand palace hallway, he paused. Painting of his ancestor lined the corridor, majestic, regal, and powerful. He thought to himself, one day my children and grandchildren will walk through this hallway. What will they remember of me? That night he made a decision. He would have his own portrait painted, but a wave of fear hit him. How will a painting of me look? With just one eye and one leg. Can anyone look me as royal? Still he called upon the finest artist in the kingdom and beyond. The news spread like wildfire. The king was offering a great reward to the artist who could paint a beautiful portrait of him. The palace buzzed with excitement. Dozens of painters arrived, each eager to prove their skill, until they saw the king. One by one, the artist looked at him quietly and stepped back. How can we paint a beautiful picture of someone with such visible disabilities? What if he doesn't like it? He might punish us. Fear and hesitation spread. One by one, the painter made polite excuses and left. The court fell silent. The king felt his heart sink. Was this appearance so difficult, so shameful, that no one could even try? Then a young painter stepped forward. Your Majesty, he said confidently, I will paint your portrait, and I promise it will be beautiful. The court gasped. The king looked surprised but curious. Very well, he said. You have my permission. For days Painter worked in silence. He studied the king, he thought, he sketched, he painted. Other painter tried to sneak peek, whispering, what is he doing? The painter would not let anyone see. Finally he stepped forward. Your Majesty, the portrait is ready. Everyone in the court held their breath. Some expected disaster, others prepared for king's disappointment. But when the painting was unveiled, the entire court fell silent. There he was, the king sitting on a majestic horse, his missing leg cleverly hidden on the far side of horse, his one eye closed, as if aiming carefully with a bow, his face calm, focused, and proud. The disabilities had not been erased, they had been transformed into power. The king smiled and then he laughed, a deep, joyful, free laugh. This, he said, is not just a painting, it is a lesson. The king rewarded painter with gold and land. He ordered the painting to be placed at the very center of hallway. People came from far and wide to see the portrait, and every person left with a new understanding that flaws do not make someone less beautiful, that the right perspective can turn weakness into wisdom. The king became even more beloved, not because of how he looked, but because of how he chose to see himself and let others see him. We all have something we consider a flaw, a scar, a mistake, something we wish we could hide. But the real power is in how we choose to carry it. You see, the painter did not pretend the king was perfect. He did not erase the truth. He embraced it. He found a way to show strength through the imperfection, and that's exactly what we can do. When we stop judging others for their visible flaws or hidden our own, we open the door to real connection, real understanding, and real beauty. So, next time you see someone different or you feel ashamed of your own reflection, remember the king on the horse. Remember the one eye aiming with precision. Remember the one leg planted with pride. And most of all, remember you are more than what people see. You are the story you choose to tell.